Good morning, everybody. It's Michelle here from Kiss by Coco, and today I'm going to be cutting 4 loaves of soap. Let me show you really quickly. This is 1 loaf, and these are the 3 other loaves. I'll probably do just 1 each on this video, so it's not like super long, because they're both, they're 2 loaves of the same thing. So let's get started. Now the first one, I am wanting to call it mahogany blue, just because the color that I used for it. First of all, it's supposed to be turquoise, a pretty turquoise, and a nice brown, or a chocolate brown. The bottom will be chocolate brown because I did it with honey, and I used a good amount of honey for the bottom. So that is going to color some more. So here's the entire loaf. I smashed the top. Of course, it looks all rough and tough right now, but as you guys have seen, I'm sure, that when as soapers unmold something and then we, slice it up and we clean it up and all that good stuff, it looks different. And that's the whole process. We're artisan soap makers, so what happens in a commercial shop doesn't happen in our shop, because we're making real soap. So it's not going to always be pretty at first, but the final bar is beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to get started. I don't know what it's going to look like. I did attempt to do one thing, but of course this is soap. We don't know how it's going to look. So I will go ahead and cut off some samples. The smell is frankincense and spearmint, and it might still be a little soft. Spearmint. Okay, that didn't do anything right there. But spearmint and something else. Keep in mind, this tan color is going to get very, very chocolatey brown. I'm hoping, I should say. It's supposed to, at least. And once the air hits it, it's going to change. And it was the greenish color, or the minty green color, was supposed to be turquoise. Ooh, those are beautiful. So it was supposed to be a turquoise color, and my batter was yellow. It turned yellow because of, the oils and the fruit and vegetable oils that I used, as well as the fragrance. And I always forget about that. If you have a yellow batch, it's going to, and it's naturally coloring itself yellow because of whatever ingredients you have in there. So this is beautiful. So when it gets really chocolatey brown, it's going to look even better. And these are some nice hefty bars. And you can actually see that the color is already changing. I'm hoping you can see it. I'm not sure. But the color is already changing, so that's pretty cool. And the mint, you can still smell the mint. I didn't want it to be overpowering. Ooh, I probably said that all wrong. Overpowering with the smell of mint, the spearmint. So I didn't put too much, but these are beautiful. Yay! Success! And if I would have put them in the oven, the colors would have been even more enhanced. So and I can't really take pictures of them yet. Well, I probably can, but the final, I don't want to deceive people because the final bar isn't going to look this color. It's going to darken, especially the brown. The brown is definitely going to darken. And my blue, I wanted it to be a little bit more blue, but it was supposed to be a pretty turquoise and like a royal blue, turquoise, and white. But you can't always get what you ask for, so. Especially with natural soap making. But frankincense, the scent of frankincense reminds me of when I was a young girl, and a friend of mine used to wear it all the time. So this smell reminds me of that person. That's when we used to, wear oils and the scented oils and things like that. This is a nice Arabic. It reminds me of like Arab people. These are some nice tall bars because I didn't get any samples out of them. I just went ahead and let it, fill up. But the smell is divine. Wow, these smell so nice. So the other day I got a question about using the soaps, and someone was like, well, how do you use it? And I'm like, you know how to take a bath, right? You use it just like any other soap, because it's soap, it's real soap. Only thing is you're going to fall in love with it more than you would the soap that you buy in the store, in the commercial stores. Because your skin is going to be lovely. It's not going to feel dry and, horrible. So I did get a little bit of brown in there, some sort of way, don't know how. I think I'll keep this one. I gotta cut this part off. And I'll go ahead and cut the other loaf so that you guys can see that one, because that one may be completely different from this one. I got a little bit of blue color that dropped as I was putting the blue in to color it. And that's what this little blue dot is. So I'm just going to plane that one. Let's put that one. I'll put it aside. Alright, so let's get started with the other loaf. And then I just got my 2 other lemongrass soaps to cut. And you guys have seen me cut that one before. I can't wait to see the final results of this soap. Cannot wait. And the batch behaved really well. It didn't start to set up until I added, until I did the colors a little later, actually. So that was pretty cool. Okay, here we go. So I am also going to be doing some wedding favors for a wedding that's happening in May. And I have to make about 100, well, I'm going to do about 109, 110 soaps. I think the guest list is about 100 people. So you guys will get to see me doing that, and that's a whole lot of soap. It's going to be my first time. These are beautiful. My first time doing that. These are fantastic. I'm excited. Yay! Super, super, super. Every time you add the accent of a white in your soaps, especially when you have multiple colors, it always makes it look better. I hate when people have heavy colors on their soap and nothing in it, like a lighter color to set it off. So later on today, I'm sure these will darken a lot more. Hoping I used enough honey. At least get a nice mellow brown if I can't get my chocolatey brown. And because the top is a sea green color, I'm going to change the name that I had in mind. So I have to see what it sets up to be though before I release the name. Probably by the time I publish this video, I'll have the name locked in for sure. These are gorgeous and they smell so good. I guess it worked out really well. And on our Facebook page yesterday, we had people trying to help us come up with the name. Actually, they took it upon themselves. I didn't ask them to, but they took it upon themselves. And one of my friends on there, she, came up with Angel Mint because of the green, because all they can see on the picture was the green. But they didn't see the chocolate brown on the bottom. But the name I have, I think it's going to be perfect. And I'll save the other name for another batch. New batch of soap. So these soaps will not be ready until a month from now. But of course, as usual, I'll open up pre-ordering so you can get your orders in within the next 2 weeks.